Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. So it's a bit of a rainy day today, so we can't do any harvest, and we have got one small field to harvest, but we can't do that, so we'll have to do some drilling. I think we've got lots of drilling to do. The big field needs drilling, which is now called Tree Island Field, despite the fact there's no island in it, as voted for by everybody. Well, not everybody, but about half the people actually. Half the people wanted to go for Riverside and half the people wanted to go for Tree Island Field, so it's just slightly one Tree Island Field. Anyway, we're going to drill that one today, which is this one here. And then, well, we've got about 3 fields to drill actually, but we won't be able to get them all done today. These drills need some more fertiliser in them, so I'm going to try and refill them. Some fertiliser bags here which I can fill from. They also need more seed really as well. Now that one's full. I'll have to go try and get the one on the other side filled up. Bale spike is in the way a little bit as well. Oh, it is filling from there, that's good. Right, so that's all that used up. We haven't got a lot of seed in it either, so it's going to need some more seed as well. I'm going to probably do oats in this field, but we're going to have to go down to the shop I think and get some more seed because we don't have enough. So I'll just go down there, get the seed refilled, and then we'll head back to the field and start drilling. Okay, so I'm just down at the shop now. Just going to buy some more seed, buy a couple of seed bags. That should be enough. Refill the drill. There was a few bags here already, so I've just put some more fertiliser in. And this is the seed now, that one's full. So move over to the other side and get the other one filled again, and then we'll be able to go back and get the drilling done. So the latest vote for the field naming was the smaller field by the river, and that one has been called Riverside, which is good. So at least we've got one field that's called Riverside, which makes sense because it's next to the river. And the other one I believe was Hillside, the one at the top. This is the issue when you have lots of fields named, you start to forget which ones were which, but I'm pretty sure it was Hillside, the first one that we named. Anyway, I'm going to head back now to the big field, which is Tree Island Field, and we're going to drill that one with oats. Hopefully both the drills are set to oats. It's hard to know until I start drilling, to double check before I go too far to make sure that they are both set to oats. According to the menu, or the bottom right hand side anyway, they should both be on oats, but that's not always true as we know, so we'll have to find out on that. Daggerwin's asking what crop I'm going to drill. I'm doing oats. We haven't done a field of oats for quite a while now, so I thought it'd be quite a good opportunity to do oats. We also oats is quite a fast growing crop as well, which I quite like. Some of the crops we've been drilling recently, they've been quite slow. Right, so are these both set to oats? I don't think they are. Looking at them, small map, looks to be doing 2 different seed or fertiliser rates. Double check this. Yes, one is still set to sorghum by the looks of it. The right hand side. Cycle through them again. If that worked. I think that's worked, yes. I think we're both on oats now. Yes. So yeah, you see, even though I just don't understand this at all, but even though you have them both set to oats, one of them is still not doing oats, but now they are. So yeah, very strange. Anyway, we continue now knowing that we're doing the right crop. Well, that's most of the drilling finished. I've just left Daggerwin to finish up the last little bit in the middle because he should be able to do that. It's not too much of an area left now to do, so you can do that. I've got the rolls and I'll start rolling it. Just while I'm here though, I did see quite a few comments saying we should extend this gravel track, so I will do that because it will look a bit neater and hopefully stop us from driving in the crop a bit if we can see a more defined road. So let's get the gravel and we'll extend this gravel track a bit, or not extend it but just make it a bit more defined with the different colour. Make it a round brush. So just make the track a bit more obvious and a bit slightly wider, just hopefully to stop anyone from driving in the crop. It will probably still happen, but at least now we've got an obvious track to follow. This is costing us money though, so we've got to be careful not to use too much of it. It's doing that thing again where it's not painting properly. Just make it a bit smaller, and so I don't want it to be sort of finishing. I'll try and make it sort of turn into the normal track there. Now, for some reason it's not working in this area. So I'll try a different texture and then, yeah, it's really weird that. Another weird thing, if you do a different one first and then go over it, it's costing us a lot of money though doing that, but it's the only way to do it, and then go over it with the gravel, then it works. Very odd. Just make this a bit more. Oh, that's good. So now hopefully we'll have less incidents of driving in the crop with a bit of luck. I know we're losing a little bit of field, but I think it's worth it just to try and restrict driving in the crop a bit. Oh, it looks better, doesn't it? Hopefully. So everyone that was saying we should do that, hopefully you're happy with that. Looks a lot better. Okay, so what I'll do now then is we'll get on the rolls and we'll continue with this field. We'll get it rolled. Daggerwin's almost done with drilling. I'll start rolling it. It will also need lime as well. I just noticed as well, I just looked on the map and it does say it needs some lime, so possibly Daggerwin will do that. I'll mention it to him when he's finished the drilling probably, but yeah, it will need to be done, so if he doesn't do it, I'll do it. And then we've also got some baling to do with the straw that we harvested from the barley field at the end of the last episode as well. So we've got that to do. So there's plenty to do, even though it's raining, there's still jobs we can do. Obviously in real life you wouldn't bale in the rain, but you know, it's the game that lets you do it, so it's not a problem. Anyway, yeah, I'll continue with the rolling. What I've done is I'm going to put the rolls on a helper because I don't really want to do all the rolling. It's a bit of a tedious job, so I'm going to do something a bit more constructive. We've got the spraying to do. It's not an ideal tractor for spraying though. Hopefully it's okay. If it does start to push the crop, I won't do it, but there's some herbicide to spray on that field that's been drilled, and then I'll spread the lime as well. It looks like Daggerwin's gone baling. I didn't mention to him because I suddenly realised when I started rolling that I wouldn't be able to see where I've been if I spread the line, or if anyone spreads the line while the rolling's still happening. I can't see the texture change, so yeah, I didn't want to do that. Now, is this field, just going to check this first, will it crush it if I drive on it, or is it not established enough yet? I think we're okay. Yeah, it should be okay. I know this is not a good spraying tractor at all, but just ignore that because it's the only one available really. Daggerwin's baling with the Massey and the other ones in the rolls now, so this is the only one I've really got available. It's going to be quite hard to see where I've been because I can't see the weeds, but I know there are weeds. So I've just looked on the map to see that there are some weeds in it. So I'll just do my best to spray as many as I can. And then we'll get the lime spraying done once this is done. This won't take too long, it's not a massive field this. I didn't think, because I wasn't the one that drilled this field, and I didn't think about the issue we had with the olive groves being quite close to the field and we were crushing the crop when I was turning on the end of the olive groves with the harvester, and also in the future if we use the sprayer and stuff as well in the olives, we're going to damage the crop. So I was going to change it a bit with some texturing on the ground to reduce the size of this field slightly, but I didn't do that because I didn't drill it, so I forgot about it. So it would be quite a good idea to do that, but it might have to wait until next time because I don't really want to destroy the crop as it's already been drilled. But I am aware that it's not right. We shouldn't have this crop going right up to the groves because it's just going to get destroyed when we harvest them and work on the olives. So that does need sorting, but it should be okay for now. Anyway, I'll get on with this spraying and then we'll get the lime spreading done. Okay, so I've got the spraying done and now I've just refilled the spreader with lime, ready to get this field spread. I've just noticed before I do that there probably is another improvement I can make, slightly, just to connect this road with the silo area, which I think will look a bit neater. So let's do that now. So I'll make a little bit of a junction here, and that'll keep it all looking neat and together. And again, hopefully that will reduce driving on the crop, because now we've got a defined road to follow rather than cutting the corner on the crop. So there we go, that's looking neater I think. Got some proper roads going on now. Shame we can't extend this one further, but we don't own the land there, so that'll be done, but I knew when we could buy this land here. But yeah, as far as I can go, that's looking a lot better in this area. And then in the future we'll probably do a road up here maybe as well. We could do that now I suppose. Not really sure the best way of doing that though. It's probably put one here. Daggerwin's going to see a road up here if I do that. Well, let me do it with the tractor there. Maybe make it a bit narrower. Not sure. Maybe a bit wider. I don't know. Just to make a defined track to the field. Somebody said do it all the way up there as well, although that doesn't really lead to anything at the moment, so I'm not sure. I'm just trying to think really, making it a little neat and also making it a reason for doing the road. Could do that up to there. I don't want to spend all the money on just roads though, but I think that looks a bit neater. That field's one ready to harvest. That's a sorghum crop. That's ready to harvest now as well. That'll do. Anyway, we'll get on with the lime spraying now. And the helper's just doing a bit more rolling as well. Or they're finishing, well, nearly finished. They've got just that side to do. I might just finish that off actually, because it's getting a bit awkward probably, but I'll start the spreading now. Okay, so the field is all done now. Continues to grow. It will need herbicide spraying when it germinates, but that won't be today. So yeah, we can leave the field there for now, and we'll move on to the next job. So I'll just put these rolls away as well. Daggerwin's done the baling, and I think he's cleared all the bales and sold them as well, based on the fact the money went up, and I think I saw him go past with some bales, and I was doing the spreading. So that's good. It's another job out of the way. I won't drill that field now though, because I won't drill that field now because probably won't be enough time to get that all drilled and rolled as well. So what I'll do now is I'll move on to the combine again. We'll have another new combine, which is just here. So I didn't need to take the header off, as it turns out, because we're going to be in this field next to it. So start the engine up on that one, drop the header trailer again, and pick the header back up. So this is a field of sorghum, which is also for the chickens, although I think we're getting to the stage now where we've got so many crops either growing or already harvested for the chickens, we probably won't need all of it, so we may get some sold at some point. But for now we'll assume it's for the chickens. We certainly don't need to plant any more chicken feed at the moment now. I think this is going to keep us going for quite some time. But yeah, we'll harvest this. We've also got another, I think we've got another sorghum field and a huge wheat field to do as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of crops for the chickens at the moment, which is why I think we should probably move on to maybe some other crops now. Maybe back to some sunflowers or canola or soybeans or something like that. It's not for the chickens. Anyway, I will continue harvesting this sorghum field. the sorghum field is now harvested, and I've just been checking the price. I was about to tip it in the silo, as you saw, but the price at the moment is almost at its best, sitting in the 900s, which is about as good as it's going to get. It's just slightly dropped, but still quite high. And we do have quite a lot of storage, or crops in storage. At the moment, we've got 20,000 of wheat and almost 50,000 of barley, plus this huge wheat field here and this sorghum field. So we've got quite a lot of crops for the chickens, and I've just asked Daggerwin, and he thinks probably we should sell it. So yeah, I'm going to sell that now. So there's just this load and whatever's left in the combine. I really should move that, that's in the way. I don't know how it got there. I don't remember it being like that. Well, it must have been against something and it got moved to the middle somehow, and then I knocked it with the drills earlier. And now I've gone the wrong way. So yeah, we're going to go down to the shop or sell point and sell this. And I'll go back to the combine and get that last bit and then sell that. So we'll get the money for the field rather than keeping it for the chickens, because we're going to have enough crops now, I think, for the chickens for quite a while. So let's head down there and see what we're going to get for this load. So that Daggerwin's just finished, so he's just left the server and he's lost connection. He's been doing some tree work, I think. Yeah, let's see what we get for this. So it's not an amazing price, but we should get a reasonable amount for it, hopefully. Yeah, just under 20,000 for that, plus an extra 2,000 there. So go back to the combine and get the last bit sold. That's all the sorghum sold, and that brings us to a total of just under 141,000 in the bank now, which is going to go towards hopefully a new tractor at some point. I'll just park the trailer up here and then that'll be it for today. There we go. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.